Hi Aquarius, this is your bonus tarot reading for this month. We'll have 3 separate spreads in this reading. In the first spread, we'll look at what you urgently need to know right now, and it could be about pretty much anything, whatever comes up. Then, in the second, the advice spread, we'll see what's recommended for you either in regards to the urgent message we just saw, or it could be a general advice for the next couple of weeks. And in the third spread, we'll look at the next good thing that'll happen to you in the near future. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Alright, Aquarius, so let's see what you urgently need to know right now. We have the World, we have the Three of Cups clarified by the Fool, we have the Sun, and we have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is one of the happiest spreads for this whole series for this month. Literally is. This is the happiest, one of the happiest, if not the happiest. Let me explain. Alright, so the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that's most likely you, right? Unless you're dealing with a fellow air sign, but that's most likely you, right? We also have, by the way, Aries or Leo on the table, but that's not the point. The point is, this is the happiest spread ever, right? The World is a card of an ending, right? So something is coming to an end for you, but that will be a reason for you to celebrate. Alright, and I usually call the World the happy end card. So there is one happy card right there. Then we have the Three of Cups clarified by the Fool. The Three of Cups, I think in this case, is a card of a celebration because of whatever coming to an end, right? And I always assume that when people celebrate, they're pretty happy. Alright, the Sun right next to the deck could be a Leo you're dealing with, but it is the happiest card in the deck. Plain and simple, it's the happiest card in the deck. With the Sun, we always feel on top of the world. We feel like we've succeeded. We feel like we're loved, cherished. It's just we're having a blast, right? The Fool clarifying the Three of Cups. To me personally, it's also a very happy card. Whenever the Fool and the Sun cards come out in the same spread, I always point out the similarities between those two cards. In the right upper corner of the Fool card, we have the Sun. It's partially blocked, but it's there. And then we have the actual Sun card with the Sun in it. And the gesture of the kid riding the horse in the Sun card and the gesture of a person on the Fool card. To me, this is an identical gesture. Also, to me, it's a gesture of a very happy person, very happy individual. Alright, so something is coming to an end, but it's going to cause you to celebrate, and you're going to be so happy. Right? With the Fool card, perhaps you'll also feel like going somewhere, being spontaneous, right? Let's just go here, let's just do that. Because we're now free, or because this is finally over. Alright, so hopefully this makes sense. Aquarius, let me know in the comments down below what you're celebrating. What's coming to an end and causes this massive celebration and burst of happiness. Alright, in the second spread, I don't think we need to ask for an advice for this particular spread. The advice for you is to go ahead and celebrate. So in the second spread, we'll just see a general advice for you for the next couple of weeks. Here's a general advice for you, Aquarius, for the next couple of weeks. We have the High Priestess, Judgment, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So over the next couple of weeks, something or someone is going to show back up. Alright, something or someone from the past. It could be your ex, it could be a situation, it could be just a person. And you will know who it is if that person or that situation caused you pain, caused you a broken heart, caused you feeling like you were stabbed in the back. Right? If something or someone like this shows back up, I think the advice for you is to say no to this. Perhaps somebody is going to show back up and they want to get back together with you. Or perhaps like an old employer will want to rehire you, but perhaps they just fired you at some point in the past and they didn't care. You know, one of those situations, right? We got the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It's a card of a broken heart, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling devastated. Right? The Judgment in the middle usually is a card of something or someone from the past. And again, it could be an ex, a person, a situation, an employer, whatever. The High Priestess, the first card I came out, it's a card of intuition. And at the same time, it's also a card of like a secret. So perhaps somebody is coming back and they have an ulterior motive, right? Or perhaps if your intuition kicks in and says you shouldn't be doing anything with this person from the past or situation from the past, then your intuition is onto something, right? Your intuition and this reading are on the same page. The Four of Cups right next to the deck is a card of a rejection, and this is the most important card in this reading, I think. This is you saying no to whatever that thing or person is from the past. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you so far. Let's move on. Spread number 3 is the next good thing that'll happen to you in the near future. Here's the third spread, Aquarius. This is the next good thing that'll happen to you, that'll at least put a smile on your face. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Queen of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups clarified by the King of Cups, the King of Wands clarified by the Queen of Swords, and we also have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So many court cards. Alright, so many court cards. I think you're going to be invited to some kind of an event. Okay, and that event may involve for you to travel long distance. Not necessarily, but if that's the case, don't be surprised. Alright, so the Page of Cups, the first card I came out clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Page of Cups is a card of an invitation. Alright, it could be coming from the Queen of Wands, but it could be coming from anybody. Any of those people. Perhaps there isn't even more people. When so many court cards show up in the same reading, that means just it's going to be a crowd. Alright. The Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck could be a card of communication. And at the same time, it's one of the fastest cards in the deck. And this card could be a card of travel. My favorite interpretation of the Eight of Wands, however, is the Cupid's Arrows card. So perhaps if you're single and ready to mingle, when you are invited to this event, whatever it is, I think you could find somebody there in terms of love. Alright, I don't know who it's going to be. We got so many people here. Right? The King of Cups clarifying the Nine of Cups, it's just another person. But the Nine of Cups, it's a card of a wish come true. Right? But at the same time, the Nine of Cups in some tarot decks looks like it's a party. Right? Looks like there's people standing around and celebrating. In other tarot decks, in the Nine of Cups, people are sitting around the table and enjoying a meal. So it could be, I don't know what event it is. It could be someone's wedding, it could be someone's engagement party, it could be house of warming party, it could be someone's birthday. You can leave me a comment, let me know, Aquarius, where you're invited. And if actually you've met somebody here, right? I think the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck is most likely either a card of travel, but you know, the same card could be interpreted multiple ways even in the same spread. So it could be both communication, travel, and the Cupid striking their arrow of love, and you are getting together with somebody. But this looks like fun. You know what? It could be the same thing as we saw in the very first spread. This is not as happy. The first spread was just off the charts happy. This right here could also be a celebration. It could be the same event. Alright, doesn't have to be, but it looks like you'll have a lot of good time. The first spread was about massive celebration. This spread right here is definitely you're going to some kind of an event, and people will be celebrating, people will be having a good time. So basically you have a boatload of good time coming your way, Aquarius, in early October. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you for this reading, for this time period. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aquarius, have an amazing October.